Hi Dad, how was your day?
Had a great day, thanks John. It was really busy, but it was really good.
So after you drop us off at school, what's a typical day at work like for you?
My typical day involved dealing with a lot of things, including sort of sitting down with our marketing, HR and finance teams to sort of finalise plans of various events and functions. I also sit down and sort of might be coaching and mentoring some of our people. At the same time I could go to a networking event and I could also go to a function. We'll talk to the media. As you guys know from all the phone calls in the car in the morning, or when I have to pick you up sometimes from school, I also talk to a lot of clients and sort of help them out with lots of tax advice. So that's pretty much covers my day. It changes a lot every day, but it's still very interesting and giving me a lot of variety.
Dad, you've been a managing partner at RSM for close to 3 years now. Looking back, what's been your favourite moment?
The favourite moment though would have to be when I saw a group of our sort of young guys and future leaders sort of grab hold of what we developed as what's called the RSM Perth business strategy. And what they did is they sort of took that and they tried to create a culture of change in the organisation. And they sort of coined this term called think it, do it different. And what they really wanted to do was they actually wanted to sort of get everybody to sort of challenge, question and try and drive the organisation forward by saying it's okay to think a bit differently, it's okay to do things differently as well.
You've been working at RSM for 15 years. If you were to go back in time, what would be the best bit of advice you'd give yourself?
Advice that I give myself: rely on your instincts, back yourself, understand that the right decision is not always the popular one, and stay the course.
Dad, the subject that requires me to work the hardest to do well at is English. What's your biggest challenge?
I think my biggest challenge is because work is so involving. As you know, I'm always taking calls in the car or working at night. My biggest challenge is actually trying to make sure I put limits around work and balance the time between home life and work life so I can spend some quality time with you guys.
Dad, I've ever heard you talking about coffee with Con. What's that all about?
Coffee with Con. That's a little idea I came up with because I wanted to make sure people have got an avenue to talk. As the managing partner, I think he's really busy and he's always occupied. So what I did was I sort of developed this little initiative to sort of try and touch base with each member of our team, just take them out for coffee, because I think one of the greatest skills that somebody in my role has to have is the ability to listen.
Well Dad, I do know you like Carlton and I also know you like cooking, so how many wooden spoons have you had this year?
Wooden spoons. Thanks to our Victorian partners, I've got lots of wooden spoons. The one thing I learned though is that, and I've certainly understood, is those wooden spoons are boomerang spoons. So to all those people that actually sent me those wooden spoons, expect to get them back at some stage.
Dad, do you want to go play table tennis?
Sure, let's go have a crack.